Hello.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm fine as well. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, so let's quickly start our session. Oh, and I'm sorry for being a little bit late. I was facing some issue with the internet or something. I don't know.
No problem. I have seen that you are joining and leaving the meeting and something.
Exactly. I was trying to join, but it was like automatically, quitting me out of the session. So that's why I had to rejoin again and again. Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so let's start now. Let's start the session. Okay, to be like, I just want to be precise, very precise here. I have met you before, right? We've had a session before as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have.
Remember your name, but I think we're meeting after a very long time today.
Yeah, it's been, I think, 1 or maybe 2 months.
1 or 2 months. Okay, that's way too much. Okay, so don't worry, whatever it has been, let's start talking. So, how have you been for the last 1 month, for the last 1.5, 2 months since we last met?
It's been, I can say, good, great.
That's nice. That's very nice. That much. Yes. Okay. So let's start talking about social work. But if you find or if you want to ask any questions in between, definitely stop me and ask those questions. Right?
Yeah, right, right.
Okay. That's good. Okay. So Pooja, according to you, what is social work? What do you think social work means? What is the meaning of social work?
Okay, so I think social work is like when you give any kind of help to the anybody
Okay.
without any I can say um,
Hmm.
without any what kind of word any
Without any expectations, without wanting anything in return, you can say.
want yeah right
Okay.
so
So there's a word for this. We usually call it selfless, right? That a selfless act, whenever a selfless act is there, we term it as social work,
yeah
right?
right
Have you ever been part of any organization or or any NGO or anything like that, which was contributing towards social work?
no, I haven't. I didn't
Mm.
get chance. But I
Oh,
would like if I get a chance to
mm,
do something and to do uh, for anybody. It can be an NGO, it can be any organization. So I would I would like to help the people who need any kind of help. So
okay.
I am that kind of person, I can say, who would help, uh, who would, I can say, I would like, I like to help the people.
Yeah,
So that kind of,
that's good. Now, you said that you would like to be a part of an organization. That's good. That's
be a
very nice.
part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But like social work is of a lot of different types, right? People are working towards different goals. Some people are working towards like the removement of what is it, child labor, okay,
Mm-hmm.
or removing unemployment or empowering women. There are different kinds of social work,
Different.
right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What would you like to work towards first of all? What is the main thing that requires your attention, that requires everybody attention according to you?
I think unemployment is the major, I can
Okay.
say, problem which should be um, which
Tackled.
which should be
Tackled.
uh, sorry,
Tackled. Which should be tackled or which should be looked after first of all.
looked at okay, first of all, yeah, right.
Tackled is the exact word that we can use here. Okay. That,
I can't understand the word. Can you type uh,
yeah. I'll just give you the spelling first and I'll type it down. Tackled. Tackled. Okay, I'll write
tackle
it down. I'll write it
tackle?
down.
Am I
Yeah.
pronouncing right?
Yes,
Tackled.
exactly. Just give me a second.
Tackled.
Okay. Can you see the word?
Uh, Tackled. Okay.
Tackle
I
it.
got it.
Okay. So this is
Mhm.
the. Do you know what tackle means?
No, I have never heard.
Okay, you've never heard the word tackle. Okay. How should I explain this to you? Okay. Tackle. I'll explain it to you with the sports example. Okay.
Mhm, mhm,
In football, when a player is when the player has the ball, okay, so there's a defense player as well, right, who's wanting to take away the ball. So he
mhm.
tackles the player who has the ball. Okay, he tackles him away so that he can
Mhm.
get the ball. So tackle is basically, you can say, a fight or picking up a fight.
Okay.
So I want to tackle unemployment. I want to like handle it first of all, then I want to fight it off, and then I want to give the solution to it.
Give the solution. Okay.
Okay.
Tackle.
Yeah. This can be a new word for you today. That's
Yeah,
it.
right.
Okay. That's nice. Now I'm coming to a very important question about social work here. Okay.
Hmm.
Do you think, like, now we have a lot of organizations, like there are applications, there are websites, there are people actually working towards different kinds of social issues. Hey, but do you think that sometimes social work is being used to manipulate people and to what should I say, to fool them off, and just getting money and earning money? Do you think that social work is also being used for these kinds of things?
I can say, and also we can say that they use the social work in kind of politics,
Yeah.
like related to in when votes are coming near.
Mm-hmm.
So some politician do the social work to get a vote, right?
That's
So
absolutely true.
yeah, that kind of people.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now another question I have for you. Do you think that, like, when we think of helping people, like, let's
Mm,
say that I want to help somebody today, he was very hungry, but I thought that I do not have that much money. Do you think that, like, social work is all dependent on money, or do you think that social work is something bigger than that?
mm. I think first of all, to social work, uh, if you want to do social work and
Hmm,
if you want to do help to somebody, so there is no need to money. You can help to anybody in any kind of source with the help of any kind of source. So
exactly.
there is no need to money. Like if you don't have money, so in other ways you can help.
Absolutely. You
Yeah,
can
there are
volunteer.
multiple. Yeah.
Absolutely. There are a lot of different ways in which we can help somebody. That's
Hmm.
good. That's true. Okay, that's all the questions I want to ask you about social work. Now, if you want to ask me anything about social work or English or anything, you can ask that, or else we'll move towards the feedback.
Okay. So I want to a question. Like if you want to do any kind of work related to social work,
Hmm,
so what kind of work would you like to do?
that's a good question. Look, I have been a part. Now I'm not that active in that organization, but I was a part of an organization. It was called Robin Hood Army. Okay.
Robin.
Uh, yes, Robin Hood Army, RHA. Okay,
Okay.
so that organization basically used to feed people on the roads and whoever was not able to receive food. Right. So we used to have these Tuesday drives, weekly drives, right? Every Tuesday, we collected food from different kinds of restaurants and different kinds of people. We never took donations. We only collected food. Okay, the
Mhm.
leftover, the extra food that was there. So we had tie-ups with different restaurants, and then we used to distribute those like dishes and all these kinds of food items into the people who actually needed that. So yeah,
Wow.
that is one thing. Yes,
That's a
exactly.
good thing, na? When I help to anybody, like it can be, I can say, small thing and bigger thing. So when we help somebody, so we feel very calm and very peaceful. It's incredible. Like
Incredible.
without with the money you can earn anything, but when you help somebody, so it's feel like you get in crore rupees. So
Absolutely.
that thing is incredible.
Very true. Very, very true. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Pooja, let's talk about the feedback. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're meeting after a very long time today, so I do not remember your old feedback. So I'll give you a fresh one today. Okay, a new one, you can say. Look, there are a lot of things. I remember a little bit of your session because I remember the name, right?
Mhm.
But I do not remember your face because like it has been long. Okay. So because of that, I remember some things. So some things have definitely improved, but some things are definitely the same. So we have to improve them as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
First thing, if you're focusing on learning grammar right now, I suggest you to drop it. Okay. Do not learn grammar.
Mm-hmm.
That takes you in a very opposite direction.
Okay.
What happens when we start learning grammar? We start understanding the depth of it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are two things that happen. One, we like it very much. Okay, we start studying grammar in depth. We learn everything about English grammar. Second thing that can happen is we start hating English. Okay, we start hating grammar first, then we start hating English. These are the only two possibilities. Okay, there's nothing in between. The only
Yeah.
two possibilities. Right. So we do not want either one of them. Okay.
Okay.
We want grammar just to speak in English. We do not have to
Mhm.
appear for exams. We do not have to write down CBSE exam papers or anything like that. So we don't need that.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
All we need is English grammar that can help us speak properly. That's
Speak.
all. Trust me, if you ask me 5, 6 questions about grammar, I'll be able to answer only 2 or 3 out of them. I don't remember
Okay.
grammar as well. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I don't remember that. Okay. So right now, the best thing for you to do is, yes, you're speaking at Clapingo every day or like as much amount of time in the week. That's good. You have to start speaking with yourself too now. Okay. So that you can keep a track of your problems. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Look, what happens at a Clapingo session when you join, when you start talking to me, when you start talking to a tutor? You start figuring out the mistakes. Okay, during the session you figure out the mistakes that yeah, oh, I'm making this mistake. Oh, I'm not able to remember this word. I should learn this new word. I should learn this new word. But
Mm-hmm.
while in the session it's very difficult to learn new things. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Got it.
it is because you're already thinking about the topic, you're thinking about the tutor, you're thinking about your problems, so many different things,
Yeah, right.
right? You can't focus on all these. So the
Mm-hmm.
first thing is start tracking your progress. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, record a 2, maximum 3 minute video, not more than that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When you record a 2 to 3 minute video, what you'll notice in about 8 to 10 days, it will take. Okay. For the first 8 to 10 days, you'll not notice anything. After 10 days, you'll start noticing that, yeah, Mantavya told me this mistake and I made it in the video as well. Okay. This tutor told me this mistake and I made it in the video as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you start figuring out and noticing your mistakes repeatedly, okay,
Okay.
again and again, that yeah, I'm making this, 2, 3, 4 times you'll make the fifth time you'll not make that mistake.
Yeah, because we catch the problem, right?
Absolutely. Okay, you catch that. Your mind understands that yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the exact fault that I have to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the first thing that I'm suggesting you. Second thing, I'm not suggesting you anything related to communication today. Okay, for communication, we'll talk about that in another session because it's a very big thing, and I'll like to discuss with you in some more time.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing for English that you have to start doing, start writing a passage every day. Okay, a
Okay.
5 to 7 line passage. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if possible, for the first 8 to 10 days, try to copy it from somewhere. Okay, for example, a book, just write down exactly what it is. Write it down. I'm not asking you to remember or learn anything. Just write it down once. That's all.
Daily different passage.
Daily different passage. Okay.
Mhm.
There's one more very good way, but I'm not suggesting it to you right now because it's a very radical way and I don't think you need it right now.
Mhm.
Okay. But if we meet again and if the same problems still prevail and they're still there, then we'll change the course. Okay. Then we'll change the course of action. We'll come on to the radical ways.